Greetings, brothers, sisters, and friends. I'm Christopher Noel. I'm here to introduce the Pioneers video. The word pioneer, when I was looking up in the dictionary, it was interesting. A person who is among the first to explore new area or a new country, a new land, and one who is the first to research and develop a new area of knowledge and so on. The origin of the word pioneer is from Latin, and over a period of time, it got combined with French. In French, it would mean somebody who is a foot soldier or a pawn in the front. And in 16th century, the pioneer word in English was cemented. It's in short a person who is a front runner, someone who decides to walk the path no one else has walked before, and facing all the dangers and adventures, and so that the others who are following that person would have it easy to navigate. The Pioneers group in our church consists of disciples who have done exactly the same. From the beginning, over a period of time, they have had to face incredible obstacles, and life has not been easy, and over all this period, they had not many people to look at and learn from. They had to look at only the people in the Bible like Abraham, Isaac, Noah, Sarah, and depend on God. It's incredible that with all this faith, how far God has brought them. In this video series, we reflect on these brothers and sisters, on their sharing. I invite you to view their sharing, listen to them as if you're reading the book of Genesis. Today, we have a dear friend of mine who has been an incredible example in many areas to me and many other brothers and sisters. John Babu is a kind-hearted person who has literally saved lives through his work in the tuberculosis program with hope. I believe this will inspire you.
Greetings, brothers and sisters. It's such an amazing thing to share. It's a great thing to share about my journey, 30 years of Christian journey, how God has been very gracious to me. Actually, I was invited in 92, where I was looking for the true church. I prayed about it. I was praying that I want to go for the new church, and I was invited by Surgeon Samuel and Chitty Isaac. So I became a disciple in 92. Then journey started, and God was very gracious to me. It's amazing to see how my life has been working in different parts of South India. I was like working in Tumkur. When I became a disciple in Sultan Palya, I always felt my worldly friends left me, nobody's there for me. But just to see amazingly how God blessed me with so much of loads of friends, so many great memories as a disciple in Sultan Palya, having being with my friends like Stanley, Jims, Chitty, all these brothers were there with me, who walked with me, who taught me how to fight prayer and all. Since the time I could look back and see all these 30 years, every year it's been a blessing, incredible blessings, which I've never expected. That doesn't mean that I have a bed of roses during this journey, but I did face a lot of problems when my child, Nisha, have to face some problems with her health, and we went to different doctors, and there they said it's going to cost us 60,000, and I told my wife it's too much of money back then. My wife said we cannot do it, and I said we cannot do it, let's give it up. And my wife said, no, we have a God much bigger than that. And then we fasted, we prayed, and then the treatment was started, and it only cost 3,000 rupees. And she was successfully, now she's amazing how God has been there all the way. And during those tough times, I was about to move from the leadership, and I went through such a feeling that why I'm not being as leaders. And later on, I understood how God prepared me to focus on my daughter and get her treated for her problem. And my journey in hope was in 95, I joined a tuberculosis control program. There I literally saw how people are dying, and there I saw how people are really struggling, and I took up this job. And a lot of people scared me. A lot of people said a lot of negative things to me. They said, you're going to die out of TB, you're going to, your children are going to get TB, your wife is going to TB, you're putting your family in risk. A lot of people criticized me than encouraging me, but God stood in my way, and God was there all the time when I was doing the TB project. God protected me till today. I worked in TB field for 10 years, 9.5, 10 years. Till today, I have not got the symptoms of TB. I have not got any kind of TB as well, where I have got exposed more to that disease. And I'm so grateful that I could save so many lives. The biggest challenge for me was from the government side, where they gave me very difficult patients to handle. But whenever I prayed and asked God, God was always there. As I told you earlier, God was being gracious to me, and amazing how He took care of me. And that's when we got this award. In '98, we could get a state government merit award for the work that we are doing in Bangalore. And another thing was, during all this situation, I went to Tamil Nadu, and there I met with an accident 10 years back. And that was a mind-blowing accident. Usually there, when somebody meets with an accident, they are spot death. But I don't know how God protected me, and only my leg got injured. And even then, we were going to hospital. From the time I got surgery, everything, it was just like organized. Somebody has already planned. The doctor who's meeting with me and other people, the money, expenses, all those things, even though we paid, and but just to see how God was through. He could heal me back, and I could walk back again and take care of my family. Brothers and sisters, one thing I want to tell us is, my dream is to keep serving God. I never said no to God's kingdom. I never will say to God's kingdom or His purpose. I want us to, as pioneers, I want us to finish strong. And my dream is to, even till my death, till my last days, I want to keep serving God and His people. As pioneers, we need to be that way and, contribute more to church. As pioneers, we have so much of experience, so much of teaching, so much of discipling, so much of help church has done. And amazing to see such a big family God has given me. And we need to finish up really strong. And me, as pioneers, we learned so much. I'm still grateful to all my disciplers who discipled me in various ways, taught me Bible, prayed with me, walked me through. We can do so much for the younger generation, as we have been taught so many things. Brothers and sisters, let's remember the people who walked with us faithfully, and let us finish really strong and contribute more to church. Amen.
Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a great cloud of witnesses, let us throw off everything that hinders and the sin that so easily entangles, and let us run with perseverance the race marked out for us, fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of faith.